Hi everyone, welcome to Sue's Day. I'm Sue Ann Jafarian, the fat woman driving the novel RV. Excuse the glare today, but I wanted you to see where Stacy and I spent the night. We are boondocking kind of sort of in the middle of nowhere in Ontario, Canada. What it is, if you look, you'll see a dirt road, you see lots of trees. We are at the end of a dead-end dirt road that feeds into a trailhead. And we spent the night here last night, and it was wonderful. It was quiet, peaceful. We got here in mid-afternoon, and there was plenty of shade, so it turned out to be a really good find. Now, if you've been following me, especially if you're following me on Patreon or even on Facebook, you know that I can find a lot of really cool places. We boondocked for 5 nights in right along Lake Michigan, and with a view of the Mackinac Bridge. And we found that, and it was free, and it was glorious. So I get asked, how do I find these places? Stacy and I tend to use iOverlander a lot for boondocking spots, for freebies, and especially up here in Canada. And right now, because it's the holiday and we just had Canada Day, and today is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. This is a prime camping time, and camp spots are kind of hard to come by, and they're very, very expensive. So we like to use the various camping apps we have. We use Campendium, we use All Stays, but up here in Canada, our go-to has been iOverlander. And iOverlander has a lot of free spots listed that the others don't. And we've been very successful in finding them and using them along this trip. We've been in Canada a week now, and we're going to do a video on our thoughts about Canada. We have a lot of them, and they are very positive, and we're just having a glorious time. We are going to be going in and out of Canada during this trip. We're going to be in the US by next week this time, and then heading back into Canada again. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we find a lot of these sites on iOverlander. And the thing is, we've showed up at some and not cared for them. And you have to be careful when you read the reviews and note the time they were done, the date. They might be very old. We actually showed up one park yesterday afternoon. We went to one park that had signs, and the review said you can stay there for 24 hours. And we thought, great, we'll spend the afternoon and the evening here. Well, once we got there, Stacy spied a fairly new sign that said the park was closed from like 11 p.m. till like 6 or 7 in the morning, and violators would be towed. So if you want to dry camp or boondock in these places, read all the signs. Don't just go by the reviews, but when you get there, read all the signs. Because somebody might have stayed there a year ago, but that doesn't mean it's still available for free camping. We have done, like I said, a lot of free camping in Canada. We stayed at a friend's house, we've stayed at Walmart's, and we've been locating these fabulous little out-of-the-way places. So we're having a good time up here, and you know, it's been interesting driving along and seeing what's the same and what's different, and we'll talk about that next week. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a little bit where we find these things. And like I said, we'll go to All Stays and we'll look in the area. Campendium hasn't been as much of a help up here, but iOverlander for the win. iOverlander. If you're not familiar with it, get the app and look at it. It also tells you where you can get fresh water. It will tell you where there are dump stations. It's been our biggest help here in Canada. So anyway, this is a short video today. We're moving on in a few minutes. I'm hoping this will upload. That's one of the problems when you get off the road a little bit. You don't always have the strongest upload ability. So, but you will get this on a Tuesday. Just I'm not sure when today. So take care. There's Moxie. She's finally woken up and is looking for a snack. So you take care until next Tuesday. And if you like this channel, please subscribe and please hit the like button, and you have a fun summer.